As the anniversary of September 11th approaches, hundreds of first responders filled a downtown street and then climbed 110 stories to honor the police and firefighters who lost their lives 17 years ago. Fox 4's Lori Brown has the story.
Bells rang out to honor the 343 firefighters, 70 police officers, and 9 EMTs who died at Ground Zero September 11th. Christopher Howard's father was among them.
He was off duty that day. After the after the first and second plane hit the tower, sometime between there, he left our house and drove into work. From work, he got into a rig with 3 other guys. They drove into the Trade Center, and around 10:29, they got there right before the second collapse, and he was subsequently killed in the second collapse.
Howard is now a New York City firefighter. Days after 9/11, Howard's family gave George Howard's police shield to President George W. Bush. The president posted this photo of it on Instagram.
He subsequently carried that throughout his presidency, and on September 20th, when he addressed Congress in a State of the Union address, he held up my dad's badge and said, "This is his reminder of lives that ended in a task that does not end." So we were all watching his speech at my grandmother's house, and none of us expected that to happen, because we didn't know. No one told us it was going to happen. Out of nowhere, he holds it up, and a lot of emotions. Very proud moment.
Saturday, each first responder wore the photo of another who died in the collapse. And this year, there were 255 additional climbers to represent the number of first responders who have died of an illness or cancer related to 9/11.
Just the effects of what they're exposed to, sometimes that doesn't manifest until years down the road.
Susan Gillespie's husband is a volunteer Woodrow firefighter from the Lubbock area. After 20 years of fighting fires, he was recently diagnosed with cancer, as many firefighters are.
So many people have said, would he choose this career again? It's just a different breed with our first responders. They would do it again, even if they knew that that's what the plan for them was. He would do it again.
The first responders climbed the 55 stories at Renaissance Tower 2 times in order to equal the 110 floors in the World Trade Center towers.
It gets very hot and humid in that stairwell, but the conditions that we face here are nothing like they faced that day. We had first responders coming into those buildings with people jumping and falling around them. They had to go climb 80, 90 stories with all their equipment and then start working to put out a fire or rescue people that were trapped.
Plano firefighter John Barrett brought the 9/11 stair climb to Dallas.
I think all of us that knew what was going on September 11th made a vow to never forget what happened that day. And probably the most poignant moment for me when I climb at this event now is I get to see my family when I get done climbing. Those first responders, they never saw their family members after they started up those stairs.
In Dallas, Lori Brown, Fox 4 News.